gonna eat that too. Oh, it's spicy. Hi guys, welcome back. We're cooking on the road and we're fermenting vegetables at the moment. We have on hand cabbage, carrots, chilies, garlic. I'm gonna teach you guys how to ferment these vegetables. I wanna keep it really simple for you because along the path of fermenting, there's a million things to say, but it's basically 3 ingredients. There's the vegetables, salt, and water. Now we're gonna start off with the cabbage and we're gonna take off the first layer, the cabbage, and we'll just save it to the side and I'll talk about that later. And then just cut it rough in a rough chop. You want to take out the core. The core is really good for eating. I'm gonna quarter it and just chop it. Oh shit. You can give it to the ants. Ants are cool. And then we're just gonna put this all in our bowl with the salt. I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of salt, which is roughly 3 grams. Next, we just have our carrots, garlic, and chili that we're gonna chop up. Now we're gonna chop the chili and take out the vein. The vein and the seeds don't have any flavor. They hold a lot of heat, and I don't want my cabbage to be so spicy because these chilies are really hot. You're gonna eat that too. Oh, it's spicy. I had the garlic. Okay. Next is the garlic. I'll just crush it and chop it. And the beautiful thing about mixing items like garlic, chilies, we're gonna add some mustard seeds. You can add caraway, cumin, and just get creative because these kind of flavors really transform when they become fermented. And these sort of background flavors will add another dimension to your fermented foods, which is really, really good and really great for you as well. Once we added all the vegetables to the bowl, now this is the most important part of the fermentation process. You can't just, the key to making a great fermented veg is to massage it. And we're gonna just get in here, mix up the salt that we've added, and you really wanna crush it. And what this is gonna do is release all the water. So now we've given that a good massage. We're gonna come back in 30 minutes and do the same thing. So we're back, it's been about 30 minutes and so the cabbage, you can see the water started to come out, which is what we want. And I'm gonna give it another shiatsu massage. With this recipe, you can use zucchinis, you can do cauliflowers, cucumbers, you can do carrots, beetroots, and so I've gave that a second massage and now we're gonna put it in this jar. Packing the cabbage, you want to pack the cabbage in as tight as you can. And I'm going to try and do this without making a mess, which is my trademark. Now, something to accelerate the fermentation process is when you buy yogurt. What is crawling on my neck? One cool trick that I learned is whey, and whey is basically all the clear liquid that floats on top from yogurt, kefir. This is from the kefir batch that I had, and we're just gonna add it to the jar, and it's about a tablespoon. And we're gonna add the rest of that liquid of the cabbage back inside. When you add the water, you want it to be filtered because chlorine does kill the bacteria. At this point, you wanna cover the jar in just a cloth with a rubber band on it so it can breathe. I wanna come back and show you guys what happens after a day and what you should look for and how to taste it. Welcome back to day 3 of the fermentation. I said we were gonna come back the first day, but we had a bit of technical difficulties with the weather, but we're back to the fermentation station and look at this cabbage. It's bubbling super nice. We're just gonna release the bubbles because there's air pockets on the bottom, and we'll just kind of move it around a bit. This is the only work necessary. You have to remember that cooking is a craft. Fermentation is cooking. Therefore, you have to taste as you go. And with fermentation, it's going to be a trial and error process for you because there's no set recipes for fermentation. You can't find the best recipes for fermentation, but I want to guide you and give you all the factors that are involved to make you successful. Usually after the 3rd day, it starts to get less crunchy until the 7th day. And now I like my cabbage a bit crunchy and sour, so I'll usually stop it before the 7th day and leave it in the fridge. And when you store it in the fridge, they can last indefinitely. I've kept cabbage, I think, for a year, and it still preserved that fermented quality, and it was really nice. We were always using it and topping it in our in our tacos or salads or mixed or any pasto dinners and cheese platters. It was great. Now you can ferment anything, any vegetable that you want. You probably should stay away from all the chlorophyll-based vegetables like spinach, Swiss chard, and all those, and stick with all your root vegetables, zucchinis. You can even ferment tomatoes. They have a wonderful sweet aroma once they're fermented. But here we have cabbage, carrots, and chilies. Super simple to try at home. So if you have any questions, leave a comment below. I'll answer straight away and help you guys get on the way. Two things involved that I want to talk about are temperature and salinity. You have bacteria that are influenced by these two factors. Now with bacteria, they grow more when the salinity is down and they grow less when the salinity is up. There's a fine balance. When there's high temperature, they grow super fast and prolifically. When there's low temperature, they go a bit slowly, just like very much your sourdoughs and everything else. And we want to balance that in between. So say 65 Fahrenheit or 17 Celsius. And that's the ideal fermentation temperature. Now, you want to get a scale. In the previous recipe, I added a bit of whey, and it was about a tablespoon. Now, whey from yogurt and kefir gives fermented vegetables a kind of sweet overtone to it. Whereas just salt and water without the whey gives it a bit of a subtler taste. I'll let you experiment on what you like and dislike because it's very subjective. So fermentation is a craft. Please leave a comment below because I'm really interested in what you guys are doing, and it's helping me out to help you guys be successful, and this is so important for me to know what you guys are doing as well. Enjoy cooking. Don't forget to subscribe below. Thank you.